The Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna have a really bad launch. It just got revealed, but the timing of it all had me questioning a lot of things. I know what you're thinking. Oh, this guy is already complaining when we barely got any news. But I have a lot to say, so just stick around to the end. Trust me. In the video, I'll be talking about the launch date itself because that's important, the Mario games we could get alongside Mario Kart, and other Nintendo games. I know this channel is mainly Mario based, but I still think it's important to acknowledge what I have to say as Mario games have a direct impact on them, and they will also have an impact on us in the long term, and it might not be the best impact. I'll also be addressing rumors and dropping some of my speculations on the way. Anyways, enough yapping and more yapping. I don't know. Chapter 1. When the heck is the Switch 2 actually gonna launch? Comment what you think first of all. It's all actually pretty simple. We got the Switch 1 around 4.5 months after it was first revealed. The trailer we just got was mid-January, so add 4.5 months to that to get early June. However, early June is only 2 months after the official direct for the Switch 2, which feels too soon, so I'm gonna bump it up to early July. By then, all Japanese and American folks, Nintendo's highest consumers, are on summer break, making it the perfect time to launch. I also think the new Mario Kart game will be a launch title. Also, we would be in the time of the year where kids ask for something expensive, like a console, and parents would agree but tell them to wait till the holidays. So yeah, 5.5 months after the Switch 2 teaser trailer doesn't seem too bad. Not as bad as what's coming. Also, I just want to address this. A lot of people are saying that the teaser didn't reveal much and it isn't a real trailer, but like, it's just the Switch 1 with slightly different hardware. What else is there to show off? Anyways, it's also best to keep the launch date before Mario's 40th anniversary, which is in September of this year because we're likely gonna get lots of games for that, which leads us right into Chapter 2. Now, you're probably wondering what this even has to do with the Switch 2's launch being sucky. Well, here's your answer. Mario's 40th anniversary is going to overshadow a lot of other franchises at the beginning of Switch 2's launch cycle. If you remember from the 35th anniversary, it spanned across 6 months, all the way into March of the following year. We got 3 ports of old 3D Mario games, a remaster for Super Mario 3D World, and an entirely new game altogether. We also had other events such as Super Mario Bros. 35 and whatnot. I can imagine us being bombarded with DLCs for games like Super Mario Party Jamboree, maybe the new Mario Kart which would release prior, remasters of other 3D Mario games such as Super Mario Galaxy 2 and 3D Land, maybe Super Mario 64 DS, and finally a brand new 3D Mario game right at the end, in March. I know that Mario is the most popular Nintendo franchise and probably even one of the most popular gaming franchises in general, but the fan bases for other Nintendo games are also really huge. I'm pretty sure the only game all Nintendo fans mutually like is Mario Kart, and not because of Super Mario, it's just popular. So yeah, up until March 2026, and even shortly after that, most of the other franchises are going to be forgotten about. Those fan bases will likely divert from the Switch 2 for a while because they aren't getting much. With Mario in the spotlight, I imagine it to be hard for a new Zelda game, Splatoon game, Animal Crossing game, etc. to even perform well. Speaking of those games, let's head into our final chapter. My fellow Mario fans, you may think the following information is irrelevant, but I advise you to stick around because not only do our games have an impact on other franchises, but other franchises are actually going to hurt us in the long term. Before we move on, I do appreciate you for watching the video up to this point. If you want more content like this, subscribe to my channel and leave a like. So, let me start off by listing every major Nintendo franchise besides Super Mario: Zelda, Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Metroid, Splatoon, Fire Emblem, Donkey Kong, Kirby, and Pikmin. Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon Z-A are almost guaranteed to be launch titles for the Switch 2 console, likely being a cross-release, meaning they would also be on Switch 1. They would release alongside Mario Kart, which is likely Switch 2 exclusive. There isn't much of a problem here since all of this is gonna be way before the 40th anniversary. As for the other franchises, there's no news for any of them, so those fanbases are likely waiting until early 2026 for anything. Either way, for Zelda, we just got 3D Tears of the Kingdom and 2D Echoes of Wisdom, so we weren't really gonna see anything soon regardless. There are heavy rumors of there being a Breath of the Wild deluxe game, however. Does that mean Breath of the Wild isn't gonna make it to Switch 2? Because it's been confirmed that not everything is gonna make it. Either way, that's probably gonna be a launch title, but regardless of when it releases, it likely won't be a big deal at all whatsoever. It's honestly just a really weird concept in the first place. 3D Zelda fans really got the short end of the stick with Tears of the Kingdom being a lazy sequel, and now we're getting Breath of the Wild Deluxe. But I honestly think Tears of the Kingdom is a distraction, and they're making a much bigger game that might come a few years later. As of now, we're probably only getting a 3D Zelda remake in late 2026. I'd like to see Twilight Princess from the Wii. Splatoon! The fourth installment is guaranteed to happen on the Switch 2 early in its life. Splatoon 3 had their final Splatfest a while ago, and rumors about Splatoon 4 have been circulating. This is likely gonna happen in 2026 as well. Now, what about a new Animal Crossing installment? I see no reason not to make a new Animal Crossing game within a year of the Switch 2 just because of how long it's been since New Horizons. Again, I say 2026. As for Kirby, I'm also gonna predict 2026, likely a new 2D Kirby game because we just got Forgotten Allies not too long ago. Also, I feel like we get Kirby content on the Switch quite often, so who knows what else. Pikmin is also probably not getting anything for a while. I mean, we have all of the current Pikmin games on Switch 1, and we just got Pikmin 4 after like a decade, so it's out of our realm as of now. As for Donkey Kong and Fire Emblem games, I'm predicting those to be a bit later, possibly early 2027. Anyways, what does this say about Mario games? Well, 2025 is the year of Mario, but 2026 and possibly 2027 might be the years of everything else besides Mario. We're gonna be spoiled so much, having a sugar rush with the new Mario Kart and 3D mainline Mario, and then have a huge sugar crash for the next few years. The launch is probably going to be the most fun us Mario fans have for a while, but it also makes sense because why not do something for the 40th anniversary if a Nintendo console's launch lines up with it almost perfectly? It's just not great for the long term. Anyways, we've reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Peace out.